We're live. That was the shortest running ever. That was so. Yeah, let's just check we're live and where we're live and make sure everything is good. How are things where you are, Sean?
Things are beginning to kind of melt a little bit.
Good.
It's like first false spring, second false spring, somewhere in there. I'm sure we're going to get another dump of snow, but that usually happens in March. We get one extra good, blizzard that rolls through for a day or so, and then after that, it just kind of melts off. Usually that's the way it works.
I mean, how are things with everything going on with the there's not sanctions, is it tariffs now?
Oh, the tariffs.
Do we have to charge you for words now? Is that how it works on these live
Well,
streams?
no, we're Commonwealth. We're good. We're Commonwealth. We share the wealth. It's all good.
Exactly.
I think there's still lots of back and forth between Canada and the U.S. and Mexico, and at the end of the day, it will work itself out, regardless of who says what about what's going on. My considered opinion is it's going to work itself out sooner rather than later, because there are a bunch of people who just really can't afford to be out of jobs and out of work because somebody in Washington or somebody in Canada decided to make a decision that they didn't like. So,
yeah, true. And it's it's a crazy world in the world of politics at the moment. Everywhere it is crazy. So as long as you're good, and if everything's starting to melt, that's even better.
Yeah, and I got my new vehicle, so a new to me vehicle.
Nice. What have you gone for?
So I had 2010 Dodge Caliber, and years ago I actually used to own a Dodge Journey. So I wound up with a Dodge Journey that only has 63,000 kilometers on it. It's a 2017. Somebody basically drove it for a little bit, parked it in the garage, and that was it. So it's been completely redone. Anything that had rust on it has been replaced, whether that's brakes or brake pads, or everything was safetied. Picked it up on Tuesday morning and was away to the races.
Nice. So I'm just checking where we are live as well. Actually, I think we've only gone live in one of our destinations for whatever reason. I'll say operator error. But hey ho.
I had trouble with Wave 2 on the Hypnosis Hero podcast. For whatever reason, it didn't pick up TikTok again, and it didn't when it listed the Facebook event, it marked it as private for some strange reason. So I got to make sure I double check that when I make the next one.
Yeah. Well, I was going to put, this was supposed to be going on LinkedIn and YouTube, and it looks like it's not done either of those, but like the live streaming demons are out in force. So yeah. Nice. That's all good. It's weird, like especially live streaming. You've got to think from the seat of your pants. But I know you gave me some great advice about kind of going live on TikTok. I went through all those processes, and now I'm just waiting for an email back. They said it would be 24 to 48 hours. That was about 2 weeks ago, and I've still not.
Yeah, they're usually pretty good about that. Yeah.
Say again?
Write them again.
Yeah, I think I will do. So yeah, speaking of live streaming, let's just pop this up here. This is quite he says, let's pop it up. There we go. So this was a groundbreaking moment. Not many people knew about a groundbreaking moment, but Hypno World Magazine Live went live on their website as well as on the social media and with the messaging service on the side as well. This is so important for people, especially when it comes to, and I was talking about this on something else this week, when we've got our audiences on social media, that's great, but we don't own those audiences. And so this is a really great kind of step forward where you can promote your live streams on your own website, so you can send your audience to your website. So that's really good. So that was Dan Goyette doing that, a fellow live streamer. And yeah, he did a really good job with it. So it'll be interesting to see how that kind of spreads out. I know I'll definitely be trying to get it to go live on my website as well. But yeah, he's done good with that. It's always interesting, especially to try something new. You risk things going a little bit wrong. So
You know what? I've been around IT long enough to know that if it's going to go wrong, it's going to go wrong. You just roll with it and fix it the next opportune moment that comes by. So
Yes, absolutely. And Paulette is here as well. Paulette, hopefully you are well. And hopefully it is not too cold where you are. It is nice. The summer's out here in Yorkshire today, which has made things look beautiful. So that is good. So yeah, let's have a look. Yes, we've got a few conferences coming up as well. I don't know which is the first one to happen, but I know the Irish Hypnosis Conference is just around the corner in April. That's going to be a great one. And I think Dan's coming over for this. There's a few coming over. Claudia Rickard's over for this one. There is a few out there for that. Sunny today as well. And Cindy Berger's here as well. Hello, Cindy. Hopefully you are well. Hypnosis Heroes. I caught this on the replay. Oh, that's the wrong one. It's the wrong image, but it's the right link. Where you had Tony on this week. How did that go?
So we had Tommy Girolando on, Tommy
Yes.
G, as we call him. He was good, really good. He had some very solid things to say. His business is built around think like a hypnotist. So it's like a hypnotist.com. And I think the two keys that anybody can take away from that are be intentional with what you're doing and what you're saying. And then also, just don't check yourself on that. If something's not right, if something doesn't feel right, if your words are off, all of that, check yourself and get back to building yourself up. So his example was really rotten day when things were happening and it was all bad, but he never called it a bad day.
Yeah.
The day was the day. It was so good. Yes, some bad things might have happened, but those actually turned out to be good in the long run anyway.
It's always, what is this trying to teach me? When stuff goes wrong, there is always a lesson in there somewhere. Sometimes we don't want that lesson, but it does us good sometimes. And afterwards, you look back and go, "Oh, that was a good moment because it helped me with this." So yeah, definitely. I must admit, it was great to catch it. Like I said, my intention was to stay up and watch it, but in my
you're not as young as Becca.
Exactly. And so I fell asleep, phone in hand, waiting for it to start. I did that whole thing. I thought, you know what? I'll put it on the nightstand. That makes me sound really old that I've got a nightstand, my bedside table with my phone holder, and then I can watch it. But I've just let myself comfortable until it comes on. That was it. Woke up the following morning. Interestingly, speaking about Tommy was great. Yes, I must admit, I really enjoyed it on the catch up. I would encourage anyone, especially with Hypnosis Hero, if you see something on those that you enjoy, then go back in. Even if you commented during the live stream, find the YouTube video and then comment on that as well. It really does help the algorithm and helps push that stuff out. So I know I left a nice little comment on there as well. It does. All these things do help. Now, we mentioned Claudia Rickard a few minutes ago, and she is coming to Yorkshire. She's coming to Leeds on the 12th of April. She's bringing the Bunny Talk process. And if you're over for the Irish Hypnosis Conference, she's teaching it there as well. But this is literally down the road from me, and the price for this is unbelievable. I think it's $150 something, which is next to nothing. Or it might be $190, which is about £150. Super cheap, and there's loads of bundles and stuff. Click on the link, have a look at the stuff. It's so nice to see this coming back over here. And Claudia obviously does have, some British roots, so that does help with that. But yeah, looking forward to that. So do You know, if you are UK based or close by, this is a great opportunity to catch on that. And there's loads of support. There's a Facebook group, there's extra training courses, there's Zoom meetings, and then there's an in-person event at it's the Queen's Hotel in Leeds. And Sean, if I tell you this is one of the nicest hotels in Yorkshire, it is absolutely stunning. So you'll see, no doubt, the images that Claudia will put up after the event. It's going to be a great event. So I'm looking forward to kind of seeing that. So yeah. What type of hotels are you a fan of, Sean? I fall into both camps. I'm happy with just like digs. I go to a showcase in Blackpool, an entertainment showcase, and I always try and stay in the closest hotel with availability. And that happens to be a hotel called Chaplin's in Blackpool. And I'm not joking. It's the cheapest hotel I have ever stayed in my entire life. And you really do get what you pay for. It is rough, but it's clean and it's close. But my God, I've never seen bedding, like furry bedding. But it's just, yeah. But then on the other side, I like luxury as well.
Yeah. If you grab my Facebook, I think it's my Facebook banner, actually. It has a picture of a hotel, but I'm taking it from another hotel that's just across the street. And they're part of the same Marriott chain, but the one that I took the picture of looks like a castle.
Yes.
And those are Delta hotels here in Canada, and a lot of them used to be or were constructed by the railway. As they were moving west, they kept building these hotels. So it is a Grand Old Hotel. If the king or any of the royal family ever do happen by Saskatoon, that would be so you can see it right there. The very top is actually the royal suite.
Wow, it looks incredible. Yeah.
So that's taken from another hotel. It's basically just it's a straight up tower, but it is probably, in my opinion, one of the best hotels in Saskatoon, and it is just excellent in terms of everything. Like, you can get a really good pizza, no pineapple, or you could you can get eggs Benedict there. They are spot on with their eggs Benedict. And if you know me, if a restaurant can do eggs Benedict properly, I'm good.
Eggs Benedict is amazing. It's one of my favorite things to eat, to be fair. See, Cindy's in the comments. Cindy will be pleased to know the next thing. She says furry bedding as well. Yeah, I think it was like a wool cotton. I don't know what it was, but it looked like almost like a teddy bear. It was very comfortable, but it felt a bit weird. It felt a bit 80s. So it's been a long time coming, but the Performing Hypnosis Summit has had a little bit tweak on the website. I had Adam here most of today doing some stuff. We've brought the ticket events on site now, so that's all in-house, all the ticketing. That's really great. So if you want to get your tickets now at that early bird price, then click that link. But most importantly, on there, the 2025 recordings are now available. They've been edited, chopped, processed. They're all up there, and that's fantastic. For those of you, Cindy included, that were volunteers for the event, don't get them yet. Hold out till Monday. I'm speaking to Casey, and you guys will get a code so you can download those for free. So yeah, that's that. But for everyone else that wasn't there, then you can download these. And I will say this: they are all phenomenal. The quality of the recordings, the quality of the sound. I've been blown away watching these and kind of just tidying them up a little bit. Definitely worth their weight in gold. One of the, I'm not saying which one, but one of these talks is worth the whole price of the replays, let alone all of them. And there is 39 of them. So there's I think it's over 45 hours of amazing content on there. So, but go check out the site, have a look. We've made it a little bit different. We've put the Gold Coast picture on there as well, and we'll be updating that with blog post. And again, if you're involved in the event, we'd love to have your feedback on that website. So do check it out. Go there now and try and break it.
Yeah, and for those of you that weren't there, just to give you an idea, we had a wide range of topics. Like they weren't all, kind of grouped around any one particular theme. There were lots of really great business ideas, marketing ideas, the how-tos were there. All of those pieces kind of really fit together to build a really good mesh of, if you are a beginning hypnotist or you are somebody who's just looking for more information about it, this would be the place to get it.
Oh, I was watching just a small segment of Attila's 1 second induction workshop, which was a hands-on workshop. People were doing the inductions. It wasn't just talking. And Brian did a brilliant job of capturing all that on video. I'll be honest, I was thinking he wasn't going to, because Brian's amazing, but he is a bit like a squirrel sometimes. But his videos are absolutely amazing. So the quality of all the speakers is phenomenal. And so the speakers will be getting copies of those as well. So yeah, if you really want to level up your performance hypnosis business knowledge, then do check those out as well and get next year's tickets.
Yep, buy them fast, because one of the things that I can say about this year, despite everything that was happening, we actually did run out of hotel rooms.
Yes.
So that's for us, that's a really great sign that people want to be there with us in live. But there's, we talked about the videos. There's so much more that goes on around the conference that we've wrapped around there to help people network and help people get to know one another, and provide additional entertainment and activities that people can jump into if they want to, and it all serves to make the conference a really great atmosphere and a really great place to be.
Yeah, absolutely. And the feedback from most people has been incredible. Speaking of great conferences as well, Heartland Hypnosis Conference, 25th to the 27th in is it St. Louis or St. Louis?
I would pronounce it St. Louis.
Yeah, I thought so.
I've also heard it pronounced St. Louis.
Yeah. So for me, it's St. Louis.
If you're from Missouri, you just have to see it with your own eyes. That's all I know.
Yeah. So this is Heartland. This is a great conference. Again, nice and intimate. Lots of great speakers and lots of different tracks. So it's a definite one to go to, and I'm a big fan of it. And then obviously, as we get into July, it is HypnoThoughts, July the 18th to the 20th. HypnoThoughts is the hypnosis conference. If you're only going to go to one after PHS, go to this one. But I think it's always wise to do a big one like HypnoThoughts, and then maybe one or two local conferences as well, because it's a very different beast. But HypnoThoughts is, you're going to see Lewis, not Louis. I thought you were going to write it, both of them spelt the same then, and then like Lewis, not Lewis. So Lewis, not Louis. Oh, there you go. But no, I would say like Louis Trey, the brandy, is spelled like that, and it's Louis.
Yeah, well, and when you think of the French monarchs, they were always Louis, and that was the spelling, right?
Yeah.
Lewis to me is Lewis. Yes,
that's a Lewis. Yes, you're right. But names are the right way. So if an American says it's Louis, or Lewis, not Louis, then it is. I mean, we can't say anything. Shaun.
Jason O'Callahan. I tell you what, my name is spelled correctly for Canada.
Yes. So that is the HypnoThoughts, which is a great conference, and another great conference that is not that far away is the Pacific Northwest Conference as well. This is a great conference. It's not one that I've managed to get to yet. I won't be able to get to this one, unfortunately. In Ohio, we say Louis. Or is that Louis? In Ohio. There's a town near me called, well, there's two quite famous ones. The village next to mine is called Slowit. But the problem with Slowit is it's actually spelled Slaithwaite.
Oh yeah, so that makes total sense.
Exactly. So
In
yeah, so
Saskatchewan, we have some good names. We've actually named things after body parts like elbow and eyebrow. And then somewhere along the way, somebody thought it was really climactic, so they named the town Climax.
that sounds sad. I've never been to Climax. I peaked when I went to Gaylord. I do think I now need to go visit Climax.
When you come, we'll go for a road trip.
When you come, you will go to Climax. Cindy, yes, I will definitely be at Heartland.
No, I actually won't be at Heartland. My teaching schedule still is very much a thing for the next couple of years, and so I get a chance to get out to, performing hypnosis, and then I will, on an occasion, get out to HypnoThoughts as well. That's about as far as I'm able to get at any given time. Gentlemen,
I think we said Climax 3 times in a row, and as if by magic, we say that, and Brian Bay appears.
Yeah, go figure.
Brian, I hope you are well. I was just saying that I was just watching the Hypnosis Heroes podcast this afternoon and yesterday. Great job on that. You guys are smashing it. So it's great to still see Hypnosis Heroes living on into its new kind of ownership. That's not the right word. What's the word I'm looking for, Sean?
I would call it the continuation.
The continuation. There we go. I totally joined in at the wrong time.
It's never. Is it never? I gotta say it. Is it ever the wrong time to climax?
It is never the wrong time. Awesome. Well, on that note.
Somehow I think people are going to start saying that's just a guy way of looking at things.
Well, some may say.
But when you visit Canada, we will stay on the riverfront out there, and then we will take a road trip down to that town.
Oh, Dan, great to say. Dan, we were just talking about how you groundbreakingly brought Hypno News live to your website. How was that? Cool. Great talk.
Gotta wait for everybody to type.
Yes, exactly. So whilst they're doing that, I'll just pop the PHS link back up there again. Again, check out the website. Tell me what you think. Adam has just tidied it up a little bit and made it a little bit more slick and more streamlined. And like I said, those recordings are now live, so do join that. Dan says it went well. Awesome. Again, another one that I was supposed to get on and try and get on, but then by the time it went live, I was on the road and couldn't join live. But I was really excited for that as well. So it's really good news. And again, for hypnotherapists watching this, if you are looking at creating content and putting stuff out there, getting it on your own platform rather than on social media is the future. You own that audience. So yeah, that's really good. So Dan, keep up the great work.
Yeah, 100%. Cool. Dan, I'm going to circle back with you at some point because I want to know what you did, which plugins you used, and all the good technical stuff, because that is something that I would like to do with my websites.
Cool. Well, for me, that is goodbye. And from Sean?
It is. Have a great rest of your week. I'll see you next week.
See you next week. Take care, guys.
Cheers.